I thought I shan't mention that.
No, stop now.
No.
Stop.
No, okay.
Hello. This is Bog Vlog 2.
Yeah, we did mean to get this up 3 or 4 weeks ago, but in my wisdom, I was trying to free up some room on my hard drive on my computer, and I corrupted all my video files. So I've got most of them back now.
Sort of. Yeah, Mark does like to do things himself. He doesn't like to ask anybody for help or anything like that. He just likes to go in and just do it. And it's took him a little while, but he's got there.
Yeah, so all up and running. What am I now going to do, Deb?
You're going to take out the Dometic toilet and put in our composting toilet. And you said it's going to be easy.
And nothing's going to go wrong, is it?
Nothing's going to go wrong.
Okay, here we go. Removal of the old cassette toilet went swimmingly well. I don't know what I was worried about with removing it, but everything was fairly easy, as you'll see in the video. There weren't a great deal to it. A few screws fixing it in place. Yep. Yeah, one pipe, which was the cold water feed for the flush system to it, and the 12 volts that controlled the flush, which we kept in situ to wire up the new Kildwick fan. So
and I had total faith in him, even though the toilet door was shut and I could hear I did have total faith that he was actually doing what he was supposed to be doing.
I think what it is, when you used to do DIY at home, you'd get 10 minutes into the project and you realise you needed this bit or that bit, and you hopped in the car or the van, shot down to B&Q, got what you needed, and come back home, finish the job. Living on the boat, you plan ahead, get the bits and pieces you need for any DIY project.
You're totally organised.
Yeah, so
if not, you are well and truly.
Yeah, because you could be 2 days cruise. Then, should you run out of anything, or you find two minutes into the project you need a fitting or a screw or something else, you've then probably got to plan a 2-day cruise to the next town, a 15-minute walk to the bus stop, a half-an-hour bus ride to B&Q,
or order it and then hope to God that you can get it posted to wherever you are, whether that be a post office or maybe a close marina or something. Yeah,
so the simplest of tasks at the moment seem very big. Whether it's me being a drama queen.
Organised, that isn't in Mark's vocabulary. Organised is not in Mark's vocabulary. He doesn't understand the word.
Right, so here's our Kildwick sitting there at the moment, and this is where it's going to go. I think I may have mentioned before, originally there was a pump out toilet there. So I've got to remove this wood, which is screwed onto the other piece of wood. Remove all the sealant from the floor. That should come out. Now, electrically, down behind there we have the water supply for it, which is obviously not going to be needed for the Kildwick toilet, and the 12-volt electrics, which will be used for the fan. Now, down there's a little hole. Now, hopefully, that's going to be big enough to get my 38mm vent pipe through to vent the Kildwick toilet, which will then come through into this little cupboard here. And I could do with a light, really. Right, I'm going to get a light. That's better, you can see what I'm doing now. Yeah, so that 12-volt solenoid valve there, at the moment, that's used for when you press the button on the cassette toilet, that energises the 12-volt solenoid, lets water through for the flush. So that will become redundant. So where it tees in, and the T-piece on the cold pipe, that section there, I will just blank that off and remove the pipe that should be then behind there where my vent pipe comes from, which I'm going to try and join on to the existing pipework that goes to the pump out tank from when it had a pump out toilet. Oh, and I've just noticed some dampness, so we may have a leak from the shower. I've just looked in that cupboard that I showed you in, and then there's water staining behind the shower, so I think a shower may be leaking, and that'll be round where the tiles come down onto the shower tray. Well, I got my endoscope out and had a look down the hole. There has been water down there. It looks damp, it could be condensation, but nothing major to worry about. But I think I will still need to just reseal the trim where the tiles meet the shower tray, just as a belt and braces. But before I do that, I can carry on doing my toilet installation. But I've just remembered I need to turn the valve off from the water tank, because I've only just filled the water tank up. So if anything goes wrong, then I've got, I think it's 100 or 110 gallons of water coming through. So now going to go that away, and which is actually that away because my camera's facing me. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and turn the valve off on the water. Right, so that's moved the steps out of the way, which will open this cupboard here. There's our stainless steel tank with some life jackets on the top. And there's the shut-off valve. So without leaning my arm on the fire, I'll just get down here. And that's now shut off. So any leaks I'm going to get in there is only going to be the standing water that's in the pipework. Yeah, so the first thing I've got to do, I've removed this one, is just go around, remove all of the screws that holds this surround in. Then once that is taken off, I should then be able to, in theory, lift the toilet forward once I've broken that seal along there. And that's the screws removed. The doorway will just pull off. There's the electric supply, which is 12 volts in, and it goes up through the switch and then 12 volts out to that solenoid valve that I showed you earlier. So they're on spade connectors, so they'll just pull off for the time being. It's already been isolated, so electrically it's all safe. Right, so it's got those two screws out. And that's that piece removed. There's a rubber gasket there. I've just stuck the wire into that. Right, so that's not too bad at all. There's two more screws here that screw it down to the floor. They look a little bit rusted, so now I'm not 100% sure how these speed fit fittings come apart, but looking at it, there's a little ring, which, yeah, and that's just a simple little fitting. I'm not sure the make of it there, but there's a ring in there that once you pull, I'm trying to do this one-handed, pull that out. That allows that to move back in and out, and then the section of pipe just slides out. Well, that's the toilet, electrically disconnected, hydraulically disconnected, and mechanically disconnected. So it's just a matter of lifting that out, giving it a good clean up all the floor, and popping the new one into position. That's the pipework now disconnected from the 12 volt solenoid valve. So all I've got to do is just blank that section off. I've got one or two different fittings, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. Right, so I've cut that off where the solenoid valve was, with us teed into the cold water, and fitted a blanking end on, albeit a different manufacturer's thing. I'm hoping that's going to seal. So I'm now going to turn my isolation valve back on the cold water tank, and turn the water pump on, which will pressurise everything up, and hopefully we're going to have no water coming out of that. And there's the toilet in probably not the position it's going to be in. We might be fitting it this way round. Yeah, we're just undecided which way round it's going to go, so watch this space. And just as a temporary measure, we've got the ventilation hose just going up and draping out of the window, but that will go through that backboard there, and as I said before, that will then link up to existing pipework that will vent out through the existing vent from the old pump out toilet.
So we're very happy with the Kildwick composting toilet. It does everything it says on the tin. It has been an eye opener in the sense of what we wanted out of toilet facilities, if you like.
Yeah, like I say, we're not an expert on compost, and there is a fantastic group on Facebook called, and I've written it down, and I won't be able to read it because I haven't put my glasses on. It's the Compost Toilets for Boats and Off-Grid Living, and I think it was set up with people from Kildwick behind it, so the wealth of information there.
Just to educate people on the actual concept of it all, really.
Yeah, when we put Bog Vlog 1 up, we advertised it on Facebook, as you do, and there was a few people. We just sat back amazed. There was a few people got embroiled in a bitter argument over what was wrong and what was right, and this toilet's the best. And it's at the end of the day, the worst bit about anybody's life, whether you're on a boat, on land, is you have to go to the bloody toilet. So come on, guys, let's not argue about it. Yeah. So
or have nasty comments.
No. So to those guys who use the cassettes and you love it, great. To the guys who got pump outs and you love it, great.
Yeah.
We've just gone down the composting route. We're not trying to push it down anybody's throats. We're just putting this out there for anybody who's interested in doing the composting, just to give our opinion on it. Yeah. So let's all sing from the same hymn sheet.
So there is just one small whinge towards Kildwick.
Well, not actually towards them, just my personal opinion. There's various bits and pieces that you can get for the ventilation kit to vent it. Now, we ordered ours with the electrical fan. Now, to connect the fan to their ventilation system, you need this adapter. This screws into the fan. You then need this adapter, which pushes into that adapter, and the flexible pipe screws into there. Well, these were the bits that I ordered, thinking this is what I needed. But where we think we want to mount the toilet now, with the flexible pipe coming out of here, it pushes the toilet too far away from the wall.
Yeah.
So Kildwick actually do this fitting, but in a 90-degree right angle. So again, that will push into the other adapter. There will be a 90-degree bend on there, and your flexible hose will screw into that. Well, if you went into a plumber's merchant for any various type of elbow, depending on what type of fitting it is, I'm supposing you'd probably be looking £3 to £4. Well, the Kildwick one, the Kildwick elbow, and I apologise to Colin and all the guys at Kildwick if I've got this wrong. Just gone on the website to check the prices, but the website is down. So from memory, the actual fitting is £23. £23 for a little plastic elbow. just seems a bit excessive. And then if you want it delivered, their standard delivery is £10, so it's going to cost me £33 for a small plastic elbow. Now, I appreciate the technology that they use. They print these themselves with a 3D printer.
Yeah.
So it's modern technology, but it seems like us as the end user, we're just paying a very high price for that technology. But again, just my opinion. Apart from that, we're loving the toilet.
Yeah.
So whinge over, and I think that's covered it really.
Yeah, that's covered it.
Yeah, that's our bog vlogs out of the way.
Bog vlog number 2 out of the way.
So we can get
Sorry
on.
that it took so long.
Yeah. So I'm banned from adjusting anything on the computer or trying to free up any more space. So if you
Debbie rolls her eyes.
yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below. If you haven't already subscribe. You just get notifications of any future videos we put up,
Which will be a lot more closer.
Yeah, we're
going
to try to bring them closer to date. We've got so much, and if I can still access it all on the on my laptop, so much video footage. We've got so behind on stuff. We want to try. I think I've said this before in the vlog. I want to try and make them a little bit more current. But
yeah. We will. We'll get there. We'll get there. So that's
Alfie and Bonnie with us today. I don't know whether you can see him.
Alfie ate a packet of biscuits today off of the table while we were out.
He's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. He's a little bit bloated because he had a best part of a full packet of digestive biscuits.
And the wrapper.
Yeah.
And the wrapper.
Our fault for leaving it on the table.
Yes, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not feeling too well.
Bonnie's fine. She's a good girl. She doesn't do anything like that. So we'll see you next time. Bye.